Are you struggling to get stuff deleted off your credit report for good? Well, maybe you need to try the letters coming up in this video. Stay tuned. What's going on, YouTube family? I'm KJ and we are back with another banger, giving you the sauce on credit. If you're new to the channel, I want to extend a warm welcome and say thank you. I'm so glad to have you here. So today we're going to be going over how to write a dispute letter. So I think I have about 4 or 5 letters I'm going to go over with you all. I'm going to pull up on the screen and we're going to go through them one by one. You know, what to say in them, what to alter, what information to leave. And you guys can send these letters out yourself and repair your credit and get these negative items removed. So let's get into it. All right, so first we're going to start with the personal information update letter. You're not really disputing the personal information, you just want them to update the information. So let's go ahead and pull that up on the screen. All right, so here's our personal information update letter. The first line we have is date fill in. Obviously, that's where you're going to fill in your date. So then we have, you know, dear Experian, Equifax, Stranger. You know, you would pick one based on whoever you're sending it to. So it goes in to say, I was so excited to get my first ever credit report in the mail. I read that it's important for you to check the accuracy and make sure someone else's info isn't on your report. Well, guess what? I couldn't believe it. There are names and addresses on my credit report that should not be there. So there it says, this is my correct legal name, this is my correct legal address, and this is my former/previous address. You can use previous address or former. In this letter, I have former. And then it says, I have included 2 pieces of ID to verify my name and address. So you'll take a copy of your driver's license or your personal identification card, and then you will take a photo of your utility bill or something that has your address on it if you have a different address that's different from the address on your driver's license. To wrap it up, it says delete all other names and addresses off of my credit report right away because I want my credit report to be totally accurate and correct. Thank you in advance. Type your first and last name. Do not sign it. Reason being, sometimes companies can copy your signature and use it to validate debt and say, hey, you really signed this, you signed that. Just type your name, you send it in your ID and proof of address is enough verification for them to know that it's you. They don't need a signature to go along with it. I get this question a lot. Do I need to send it certified? That's totally up to you. You know, during COVID, you may have wanted to send it certified, you know, with the mail service being backed up, you're not knowing when stuff is getting where. But COVID has calmed down a lot. Me personally, I send most things uncertified, but I do send some stuff certified. It just depends on the severity. I mean, all of it is important, but some stuff is a lot harder to get, you know, worked on than others, like personal information. Personally, I would not send that certified because you could send a letter in and this is the only thing I would say you can do online. You can also update your personal info online. You know, create your Experian account, a TransUnion account, Equifax account, and update your personal information that way as well. Have them delete the other stuff. Update it that way. You can also call in, you know, speak with a rep on the phone and have them delete this other stuff that's on your credit report and give them your, you know, your current stuff. But this is just the letter format. Personal information is the only thing I would do online. Repeat. Personal information is the only thing I would do online. Don't dispute, no negatives, none of that online. Because you have one shot and one shot only. And with that online system, once it goes in and it get marked one way, it's hard to get it to turn another way. So personal information only when it comes to fixing online. All right, so next is inquiries. So you'll have your name and address at the top. You know, the company following under that, you know, with their address. And then it would say something like, I'm writing to dispute the following information in my credit file. I recently received a copy of my Equifax. In this example, there's Equifax, you know, but you will, you know, fill in whether it's Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, whoever, credit report. You'll say the credit report showed credit inquiries that I did not authorize. I understand that you shouldn't be allowed to put an inquiry on my file unless I have authorized it. Please have this inquiry removed from my credit report because it is making it very difficult for me to acquire any credit. You want to list the company and date of the inquiry, and if it's more than one, you just want to list all of them. And then you will say, please remove the inquiries from my credit report immediately. I have enclosed a copy of my identification card and proof of address. Thank you so much. Type your name at the bottom, and you can choose to send that uncertified or certified. Next is our late payment letter. Now, you can do this in the form of a goodwill letter. You know, this is your first time being late. It's on your credit report that you were 30 days late, and you're typically not late. So this letter could say something like this. Have the date at the top, and you can send this, I would say, to the lender themselves. So let's just say you have a Chase Bank credit card. Send this letter directly to Chase and have them, you know, report back to the credit bureaus to update it to current. Rather than send this letter to the credit bureaus, send this directly to the lender themselves, so they can, you know, y'all can have a heart-to-heart connection, and they can, you know, update the status to the credit reporting agencies. So this letter says something like this. You have the date at the top, you know, you have your lender's name, the address, all of that good stuff, and then you'll say, to whom it may concern, or dear, the lender name, I am writing to apologize for the delay of my payment for the whatever, you know, the payment was, whatever it's reporting as. You will fill it in right there, and then you'll say, I totally understand the inconvenience and frustrations this has caused you. With this, I am hoping that we can work during this difficult time. For the past few weeks or the last couple of months, tell them your story. I've been dealing with these challenges, and I'm trying really hard to make my payments on time. I take full responsibility for my mistake. At the same time, I have taken care of the situation and can give you the assurance that this will not happen again. And then you could say, as a customer that's never had a late payment with you all, it would be greatly appreciated if you all could remove the late payment reporting to whatever bureau is reporting to, Equifax, TransUnion, Experian. If it's all three, then put all three. If it's just one or two, put one or two, the one or two. So there is no history of a late payment reporting to my credit report. Once again, I do apologize for the inconvenience, as this will never happen again. Sincerely, type your first and last name. All right, so next is a collection that's reported on your credit report. Obtain a copy of your credit report using the link in the description. It is only $1. Click the link, and all the way at the bottom of the credit report page, there is the name of the company along with the address. Now, you need to look through your credit report, find the collection one, and then go to the bottom and find the company that matches up with the collection that's reported. And that's what you're going to want to type at the top where it says collection agency name. Then you're going to want to put the address that's beside the name under that section of your credit report. And then you're going to say, attention, dispute department, you know, to whom it may concern, to manager. And then you want to say request for information. I have reason to question that is reporting on my credit. Therefore, I request a copy of the contract that shows my signature. Account number, so that's where you'll type your account number where it says account number, then it says fill in. That's where you'll actually put your account number where it says fill in. Then you will say, please send me all paperwork. Otherwise, have the account deleted from all credit bureaus. My purpose is to correct the record on file. Please send all paperwork, including my signature, to this address. Thank you very much. First and last name. This is something I would personally send certified to know the collection agency received. The last letter we have is public record. Now, when you're dealing with public records like a bankruptcy, there's a much more complicated process. This is the letter you're going to want to send out for something like a bankruptcy. But I know y'all are saying, but I don't have a bankruptcy, I got child support, what about this, what about that? Public record, we're going to focus on bankruptcy right now just for the sake of the length of the video. So first thing you want to do is type your bureau's name and the bureau address that you're sending this to. Then you're going to want to type the current date. Then it's going to say, dear representative, I noticed that the bankruptcy docket number is incorrect on my credit report. and accordingly, I demand that you remove this public record from my credit report now. Sincerely, first and last name. Now, when I say docket number, that's basically like a bankruptcy's account number. But there's other things. If you look at your credit report, there's other discrepancies you may find. You got your docket number, you got like filing date, all of this information that could be inaccurate across all three bureaus that you could put in place of docket number. I use docket number for the sake of this example, but you can find a discrepancy on your credit report and replace the docket number with the discrepancy that you find. Now, I just want to let y'all know, these are not the same letters that are included in my DFS Credit Boost Guide, which stands for Do For Self Credit Boost Guide. I have a guide going through step-by-step how to fix your credit. These are just letters to help you as beginners get started, get the ball rolling. So this is why I decided to do the video on it. I hope you found this video informative as well as entertaining. If you have any questions about any of the letters, on how to word something, drop comments down in the comment section. Also reach out to me on my social medias, you know, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm trying to be on all social platforms. But if you need help repairing your credit or even building your credit, be sure to visit our link in the description, www.dpjcreditsolutions.com. Also on the screen right now. We will be more than glad to assist you in reaching your credit and financial goals. But once again, I'm KJ, and as always, stay blessed and spread love. Until next time, y'all take some action. Love.